Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and I'm inviting you to join my Patreon. Don't know what a Patreon is? It's my official video diary with only exclusive content that you won't see anyplace else. It's easy to join. Just visit patreon.com/Craig the Writer Stewart. Here's what you'll find on my Patreon. A day in my life, whether that's dinner with friends or a typical workday. Live Q&As with members of my Patreon about each episode of the T.S. Madison Experience and what I was really thinking. I'll even bring you on vacation with me. The video will make you think that you were right there. And last but not least, for all of my aspiring writers, I give you firsthand, one-on-one, personalized attention, answering all of your questions about publishing and self-publishing. So what are you waiting for? Join now. Swipe up or visit www.patreon.com/Craig the Writer Stewart. I'll see you soon. Oh, and one more thing. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Craig the Writer. Do it now. Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and this is So Much to Say YouTube TV. These are my thoughts in my voice on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. So Much to Say YouTube TV is the place that you come to learn and grow because we discuss socially relevant things mixed with a splash of humor. If you know you have tissue paper feelings, this probably isn't the channel for you. But and however, since you're here, I just need for you to do two things. Hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on that little bell so that you get the notification every single time that I go live or upload something new. I'll see you soon. Bye. Hey, girl, hey. Hey, girl, hey. Hey, boy, hey. Y'all got to move over some more so y'all can all be in the...
I thought you was going to sit right here.
Yeah, I'm going to sit right there. Ma, they can't see you over there.
Well, you come and sit down and then I'll go over.
Just made a little bib lettuce with a little sauteed shrimp and a little coleslaw that Chef Jack made. Ma, you gotta come like right here, or either you or Juliet, you slide right here, and then Ma sitting down. Mm-hmm. Hey, girl, hey, hey, boy, hey. Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and this is the Facebook and YouTube live versions of So Much to Say. You don't know the rest? These are my thoughts.
On white shit.
And my voice on black shit.
White shit. Gay shit.
And everything
in between.
You gotta lean over this way. They can't see you. All right. Here we are. Why are you squinting?
Because the light is in my eyes.
It's in everybody's eyes, but we're not squinting.
You know where I'm from.
Where? Baltimore?
Mm-hmm.
So what that mean? This is Juliet, for those of you who may not know, because Juliet be trying to be incognito.
How did you know that? I do.
I do lipstick.
I do hide. I did put some lipstick on.
Yeah.
Y'all throw me out. Y'all just don't like me.
I just gave Gloria and Juliet a little piece of candy.
Look at her. What she say?
You didn't give me any drugs, did you?
Mm-mm.
It's just a little piece of candy.
Because I don't do drugs.
You did something today.
No, that was yesterday.
What was yesterday?
Didn't we come here yesterday?
Don't tell that story.
You don't know when you came here?
Thursday. Today is
Don't
Friday.
tell that story, please. Don't.
Right. So listen. I'm gonna let y'all tell the story. We just came from Walmart.
I thought y'all went to Kroger's. We went to Walmart.
We went to Walmart.
That's how you gotta say it.
That's how I say it. Walmart. And so when I tell you we were minding our business about to leave out of the grocery store, you know how you got to tag team the lines because the lines belong. So Juliet was in aisle maybe 5, and Gloria and I went aisle number 4, but we were side by side. So we were trying to see which lane was going to go the fastest. And so this lady come up behind me and she tapped me on my shirt. she tapped me and was like, what did she say? She said,
I can't even remember.
It happened so fast. It was she said,
no, she said, I know you.
She said, I know you. She said, I watch your channel. Or something like that, she said. And I just smiled. I said, oh, hey, how are you? You know, nice to meet you, da da da. And so she says, I saw y'all when y'all were down there. She said, but I'm kind of shy and I didn't want to say anything. She said, but I was in the line over there and I got out of the line and I followed y'all over here. I don't want to look like a stalker.
Yep, she sure did.
I don't want to look like a stalker. But I came in this line because I wanted to say something. She tapped me like this with the 2 fingers. You know how we do with the 2 fingers. And so she came over and she said, I just want to bless y'all. She said, so just when y'all get up there, you know, I want to bless you. And I said, oh, I hadn't even caught that part really. And then she went in her purse. And you know, when an elder comes at you like this, you already know when they come at you
like that.
You know, they do like that. She had folded that bill over. She said, get that to your Aunt Gloria. So Gloria was already up at the register. And Gloria turned around. And I was just like, she gave me the tap. And so she said, get that to your Aunt Gloria. I said, oh, this is my Aunt Gloria. She said, oh, I know who she is. And then I turned around and Juliet was already in her lane and she was about to pay for her. So she said, I said, this is my mother's friend, Juliet. She said, I know who, excuse me.
No, she said, where's the friend?
Oh, yeah, she said, where's the friend?
I said, here I am.
Juliet is in the next lane. And so then she said, so Juliet was about to pay. She had a little debit card ready. And the lady said, She said, I'm getting that. I'm taking care of that. So she paid Juliet's bill. She said, you sure?
I could.
You know, because we're from rough Baltimore and that kind of stuff don't happen in Baltimore.
No, sometimes it is. Right.
I could not believe it. I was so overwhelmed. This woman just paid. I'm thinking, you know, she works hard for her money just like the rest of us. Right. So what, you know, why would we allow her to do that? And she just insisted, talking about how she enjoyed Craig's shows and it makes her feel better, and she watches them and she likes to look at family and talk about family. So that was really nice.
And then she comes over. I'm getting ready to pay for our groceries.
Now, mind you, Gloria got food stamps. You do.
Really?
You ain't got food stamps?
Well, I have food stamps too.
And you already know we got food stamps.
Yeah, we got food stamps.
Look, we.
Yeah. Look, you don't have no food stamps.
We.
You don't get no card.
We got food stamps.
No, she and I have food stamps.
Right.
Anyway.
So we about to pay for the groceries that we had in our cart. And the lady was like,
I was like, no, I got it. She
grabbed Gloria by the arm. She said,
Aunt Gloria, I got it. I got it. I said, no, because that's going to be a little bit more than probably, you know, we got it. She said, no, I got this.
And so I said, well, no, you ain't got to do this. I said, because Gloria got food stamps. I'm saying this in the line, right?
Right.
And the lady said, I don't care about that. She said, let me pay for this. She said,
can save them for something else.
She can save them for another time. And I was like, okay. And she said, she gave me a saying. She said, my dad used to say, it was something about a blessing. I can't remember what the saying was. It was some quote she gave me and I lost it already. But anyway, so she said, and then, so when she thought Gloria was paying for the stuff, because the lady, we were getting like, what'd you get, wine? She got some wine. And so the lady, at the register said, can I see your ID? So I was giving her my ID so she could see my birth date. And then they said, what you doing? So she ran around. I said, I'm just giving her my ID.
Right.
So she said, oh, okay. She said, no, because I got this. So she paid for Juliet's. And then hers was like $55. And then Gloria's was $120. And then she gave Gloria a $20 bill. She's slobbering and crying in the line. I'm like, girl, get it together. Get it together.
Oh, you was getting teary-eyed yourself.
We're not used to that.
You are getting teary-eyed yourself.
Was
Come
you
on
crying
now.
and whining too?
I wasn't crying.
No, but he was like,
I was very touched.
Yeah.
I was very moved. But Gloria was standing there crying. She done lifted her glasses up, wiping her eyes. I'm like, girl, come on
no,
here.
you didn't.
Get on out this line. So anyway, she over there crying and carrying on. Come on here.
You didn't do none of that. You know it.
So she over there hugging the lady. Mind you, the lady's name, her name is Sandra. She said, I don't say anything. She said, I'm not on your Patreon. She said, but I am on Paid for Your Say. She said, I am a member of Paid for Your Say. She said, and my girlfriend just retired. And I told her about Paid for Your Say. And she know that I don't sign up for just anything. And my girlfriend said, well, if you want it, I'm going to go ahead and get on it. So listen, if y'all ain't joined Paid for Your Say, Craig 100 is the promo code. It's www.paidforyoursay.com.
What is that?
Oh, it's extra money.
No, what is Paid for Your
So
Say?
it's market research. So like there are companies that will pay you for your opinion. It could be about your appliances. It could be about cigarette smoking. It could be about soft drinks, or it could be about whatever.
Okay.
And they'll pay you for your opinion.
Oh, okay.
And so Pay for Your Say, when you join, you pay $100 to join, but the money is stupid.
Oh,
right?
So she's on that.
So she joined Pay for Your Say.
Oh.
She's retired as well. She's retired.
So she's getting a little change.
So,
Amen.
Amen. So anyway, Juliet told me, well, you need to come to the brunch on Sunday.
You did not say, no, you did.
That's what she said.
I know, but you didn't do all that.
I didn't do all of that because I didn't want to do all of that in front of Sandra, Miss Booker. But I was like, man, how she gonna invite this lady to the house? Like, she could be the killer.
Okay.
The killer.
I did invite her.
The killer.
I did invite her to the
She
brunch.
sure did. But Sandra, Miss Sandra.
You know where you live?
And that's the other thing. She said, I know where you live. She said, I see you driving. I'm like, where are they? She got me looking all in the background. She's like, oh yeah, I know. She said, especially that house that you be driving past with the llamas. She said, I know exactly where that house is. She said, 'cause I live in the neighborhood. I said, oh, okay. So anyway, so I wanted to thank you. She said she never comments. She said maybe one day she'll comment, but she said she never comments. She just watches. She said one of her friends or her cousin, I think the cousin told her about that restaurant. But one of her friends or somebody told her she needed to get on social media. So she's not on Facebook, but she said she started watching on YouTube. She said one day my video just popped up. And she's been watching ever since. But she's been watching for a while. Because she said, because I've seen you in Gloria's kitchen, Aunt Gloria's kitchen. So she's been watching. So thank you again for the groceries. And then Juliet was like, why do these people do this stuff for you? What did you say? She's standing off to the side and she got her groceries paid for. And Gloria's still getting hers paid for. She over to the side. I just don't understand why does people love you so much?
I know. That's what I said. I said, what is it about you?
That's what she said. What is it about you?
What is it about you that people just give you stuff? What is that all about?
I mean, I honestly don't have the answer to that. I don't. I really don't have the answer. I'm just grateful.
And it's a blessing.
It is. Yeah. And I'm just grateful. But here's what I will say, and I don't know if this is the answer, but what I will say is, and you guys know I'm not no Bible scholar or anything like that, but there is a quote that a friend of mine used to say. My friend Randy, you guys that are on Patreon, you know Randy. Randy used to say to me years and years ago, like when I was really, really struggling and trying to get by and stuff like that. Randy used to tell me that T.D. Jakes used to always say, the depths of your suffering shall not compare to the glory that shall be revealed. And so the only thing that I can say is, and basically what that means is, no matter how much you suffered, it won't compare to the greatness that's coming. And so when I think about it, as difficult as I thought times were at that time, it doesn't compare to the life that I have now. Right. And so that's one thing I can think of. I don't know what the answer is.
Because she
came out of nowhere.
She loves you. She listens to your lives, how inspirational they were to her, how she looks forward to this or that.
She said, you just don't know what your videos do for me. And so then, we thanked her. We gave her a hug and, and all of that stuff. And so then Gloria and I, we going out to the car. And actually, we all were walking up to the car. Juliet, let me go back here and help her with her groceries. So then we load the groceries in the car. So then Juliet calls, I'm down at the other end of the parking lot. We down here, they holding court in the parking lot. So then we drive down to the end of the parking lot, and Juliet is helping Sandra put her groceries in the car. So then I get out the car, and then I'm helping put the groceries in the car. So then we all
have a conversation.
Right, and then we standing there talking, and then we come in. She talking about, what took y'all so long? Well, I ain't know y'all was going to be gone that long.
You're not going to believe what happened.
Gloria comes in with the story. You ain't going to believe what happened. I'm uploading the video from Patreon because we were doing the Patreon on our way to the grocery store. And then I did a Patreon when we got back, and Gloria and Juliet was telling my mom about what happened.
But I had asked for about 4 to 6 things, and I didn't think they belonged because Juliet said, I told Craig, I don't want to see him except when he picked us up from the airport and when he take us back. Because he did all that whining and complaining about he don't have time for himself and he can't get nothing done. So he don't have to do nothing for you. And anywhere we got to go, I'll get some Ubers to do it. I don't need you to do nothing for us. And
that's what Juliet said.
And we've been
when they went to the store, and I said, "Why ain't you all gonna get back?" She said, "He gonna bring us. He just don't know it yet." And so when I saw the shrimp in this thing, I said, "Yeah, he'll be back because he's got to clean them and cook them."
And we've seen you ever since.
So Juliet, we had a whole conversation when they were coming down, and I was just like, and so they were like, "Well, we're gonna come down, give you a break. We'll come down for 5 days. You can do what you want to do. You ain't got to check on us. We're gonna Uber around." And I was like, okay. And so I came over yesterday because I wanted y'all to have food here. So Jack was here, Chef Jack was here yesterday, and we had the food and all that stuff. But then I left. And then I only came back today because there are no groceries at Carlton's house because, he's gone out of town for 4 months. So I came over here to eat. I ain't gonna
had to take your mom.
Oh, and then I had to take my mother to dialysis this morning. That's a whole nother story. I get over here at 5:30 this morning. Sister K's still up under the cover.
But we woke.
These two in the bedroom awake.
Yeah.
She up under the cover. I come in there, mind you, I'm already sleeping. I done pulled up to the house. I done left the car running in the parking lot in the driveway because I just know she's sitting in here ready to go. She up under the cover.
We like
because when I woke up and they were awake and I could hear the TV and them talking, and it just put me right back to sleep.
And I'm like, girl, if I'm up, you should be up. And I'm like, and then she would have all this conversation. Well, how'd you sleep last night? Mom, I'm sleepy. Let's just get in the car. I'm ready to get to the dialysis place. I can come back and get back in the bed.
Right.
And so I came back, got back in the bed, but then I didn't go back to sleep. And then
no, because he started texting me with nonsense.
So then he had told me yesterday,
don't scrape up my pots and pans.
And he would have, what's his name?
Oh, so, because Elliot had a doctor's appointment today.
At
10 o'clock, which is around the time that my mother is done at dialysis. Right. So Scott has said to me, like they all, Leonard, Scott, and Ryan have all said, listen, if you need us to help you with the dialysis runs, just let us know. And so Ryan had asked me last week if I would go with him to the outlet today. And I thought that we would have the transportation back in place by today. And so I told him, yeah. And so then I was thinking that I wouldn't have to take her this morning, but I did. So I came, took her to dialysis. And I was under the impression that Elliot was still going to be able to take her today, but I forgot he had a doctor's appointment. And so then I was like, oh, well, let me try to get Scott, because Scott lives around the corner. And Elliot was like, I'm going to take her. I said, Elliot, you got a doctor's appointment. I'm taking Mother Gladys. You just make sure you pick her up. So Elliot,
no, he picked me up.
I mean, he just made sure that I picked you up to take you in the morning. He said, I'll pick her up. Don't call Scott. I got it. I said, Elliot, he said he would do it. I'm going to do it. Then I come here today, and one of them broke the Keurig.
One
no,
of who?
I don't think it's broke.
One of who? Because I was asleep when they broke it.
Either her
I don't think I broke
or this one.
I drank coffee from it.
Well, it was working when Gloria finished with it, but then it stopped working.
Right.
When Sister Kate got to it.
But I'm
Sister Kate.
If it doesn't
Sister
work
Kate.
tomorrow,
You're not back home. They say Murray.
Murray.
Sister
Murray.
Kate is what they say in Georgia.
Okay. Okay.
If it doesn't work tomorrow, I'm gonna call Ellen and tell him the Keurig not working.
I already told Elliot.
And
But it should be under warranty, so we should be all right.
right.
I should be able to, if it doesn't come back on, we're going to. I'll
You
send
said that maybe he'll get you another one.
No, I said he might be able to fix it.
Oh.
What else is going on with Elliot?
What you mean?
Elliot is just so loving and giving. And
He is.
he comes and takes care of Gladys and fixes up food and just what is up with these people?
Listen.
It's just his spirit.
He has a great
That's
spirit.
the way he was raised. I told you let Craig live with him for a year without paying rent.
When I first came back from California, did you know that?
You told me.
And so, and it's just saying yes, because I said, no, Ellen, I want you to miss your appointment. He said, I'm just saying blood drawing. I don't have to be there at 10. And before he went to the market and got some Keurig cups.
He went and got some Keurig cups for Gloria for coffee.
Yep. And the creamer.
Because we only drink tea. But then they have the Keurig cups. So Elliot went and got Keurig cups with coffee for Gloria.
Yep. Wow. And the creamer.
That's what that is over there.
Yeah.
And he brought some more muffins.
He brought some more.
He was like, I got you this. I didn't know which one you want, Aunt Gloria.
But no,
thank you so much, love.
He's really sweet.
Yeah.
And he said, Craig, I just do for people what I want somebody to do for me.
And he was, very accommodating when we came in. He was trying to see what we're gonna do tomorrow, what we're gonna do this day. And he was just a wonderful person.
Well, he called Craig to see if he wanted to take us to brunch tomorrow.
And I said, no, indeed, I'm on break.
We can go tomorrow.
Well, I can't tell you on break because you still here.
Well, I came over here today to eat, and then y'all needed to go to the grocery store. So I took y'all to the grocery store, and we ran into our new friend, Sandra.
Yes, we did.
And I'm so glad that you took us. Because Sandra,
and everything happened for a reason.
Sandra, and I hope you're listening to this, Sandra. And I would like to invite you to the brunch on Sunday.
Here she got. Here she got.
1 o'clock.
Look at her. It starts at 1 o'clock. Look.
What time does it start, Mister? It starts at 1 o'clock. And how can she know where we are?
Tell
I don't know. At Craig's house. Come to Craig's house.
her.
She said, I'll be working in my garden.
She said, no, I'm not coming to the brunch. I'm going to be working in my garden. That's what she said.
Just now.
That's what she said. You weren't
yeah.
listening when she said that? You were so moved because she gave you $20 to pay for your groceries. You didn't hear that lady say that she was going to be working at her garden?
No, I wasn't. You know what?
I'm going to need you to pay attention when people talking to you.
I wasn't paying attention.
Well, why you didn't know she said she was going to be working in her garden?
No, when you did that, I thought you meant she said something tonight.
On the thing.
On the thing because you looked up.
She doesn't come.
Is your edible kicking in?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. Because hers going to be kicking in
What
soon.
is an edible? I don't do drugs.
You want me to tell her? You want
I don't want
to tell her?
nobody to tell me anything. I don't do anything.
She surely does
I
not.
don't do drugs.
She does. No, none of us do.
Okay, so let's move on.
Right.
I would like to say while we're on live that
Gladys, is she in the camera? Oh, there she goes.
Now she is.
thank you,
Okay.
Craig, for encouraging Juliet and Gloria to come down and see me. Thanks to Juliet for coming because her mother just had a stroke, so I appreciate her taking time from her mother, her husband, and her grandson to come to see me. And for Gloria taking time for all the volunteer work she does to come to see me and spend a couple days. So I am really enjoying their company and thank God for giving me a son that's not selfish. I know he's a spoiled brat, but he does. He steps up when he needs to.
I step in for the big stuff. Amen. The big stuff.
Amen.
So for those of you that have siblings and you're slide over a little bit more. Slide over.
Move your hand part for this side.
Right. But for those of you that are caretaker to family, come on, 21215. For those of you that are caretaker to someone and you're feeling overwhelmed and you feel like you have family members that should be helping out, a village will show up for you. And then also, I was going to say something. I didn't even have no piece of edible. And I forgot what I was about to say.
But I mean, your friends who said that they would help out,
They
really
have.
stepped up to the plate. And all of my friends who said they would help have stepped up to the plate as well. And they always call and check on me to make sure I'm doing okay.
But
So do what you can. Those of you that are care provider or caretaker, just do what you can. Don't worry about what everybody else is supposed to be doing, who should be doing something. Just do your part and leave it at that.
And this is another thing, because I'm what am I? A therapist.
Mm-hmm.
So
she asking me what is she.
I would like to say that don't worry about what everybody else say you can or cannot do. Like somebody will say, well, I did this for my mother and I did this, and then they'll see that somebody else is doing less for their mother. And so, you can't compare what one person did versus what the other person did. Everybody has their own ability to
show up.
Yeah, or to do what they can
do. What they can.
Do what they can. Now, to me, caregiving is easy because I've done it all my life. To the spoiled brat right over there, it's not easy for him.
It sure ain't.
It's not easy for him. And so no two people are the same as how they could take care of somebody. So instead of judging that person and saying, well, they should, maybe you could either step in and show them something or step in and help and say, you know what, this would be easier if you do it like this. Or if you look at it like this, then we could do it. It's different ways.
Mm-hmm. What can I do to help?
Mm-hmm.
Well, because it's funny. I had 4 situations. I'm not trying to take over your life.
No, go ahead.
But I had, 4 situations. First, my mother has a stroke.
Just before they came down here.
Between last Thursday and Friday, she's been in the hospital. We did not think she was going to make it. So I did what I could to go see her. I knew I had to come down here because my friend Gladys was sick and I wanted to see her, and we had already made the plans. So I did what I can for my mother. I called.
She done went in on that shrimp top. I'm sorry, go ahead. I'll tell you about that in a second. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Wait a minute now, hold up. I called so people could judge me and say, her mother had a stroke and she went down there. That don't make no sense. But you can't judge me because you don't know where I've been. You don't know what I've done. You don't know where I've come from. You don't know anything.
Mm-hmm.
I also have a friend that I grew up with who has a brain tumor, and she went into a rehab. They was gonna sell her house. They was gonna put her in a nursing home. She's around my age because she can't remember anymore. Mm. And when they called me, I just stepped in and said, no, you're not going. You cannot sell a person's house just because they can't remember. Right. She might get better.
Right.
They was gonna sell her house, sell her car, put her in an assisted living.
Her family.
And I took her home. And I said, Trina, I got you. Trina didn't trust anybody. She didn't trust anybody. And because she's like, they taking my money, they got my car, they done been in here and took everything out my house. They cleaned the girl's house out because they was preparing to sell it.
Oh wow.
So the day before I came here on the plane, I went with Gladys I didn't go with Gladys. I went with Trina. I took her out. I spent time with her. I'm gonna call you. I'm not gonna let them sell your house. We're gonna work something out. We're gonna figure out how to pay bills. Because Trina said, I forget. I said, that's all right. We're gonna remember.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed the more we talk, the more she remembers. And the more, she
and
was.
Sometimes that's all people need is somebody to step
Exactly. It was
spend time with them.
It was like night and day. She was different. She started feeling comfortable. She wasn't so paranoid or so scared. Mm-hmm. And so I had that situation. I had Miss Gladys, and then also, and I wasn't even gonna bring this up. I work in a nursing home with a lady that's 104 years old. I'm a therapist. I go to the nursing home, give therapy to the older people. This lady is 104 years old. She stays in the bed. She's not, does not have dementia. She cannot walk. She's weak. You can see her bones coming because they give her food and they feed her. They don't feed her. She feeds herself. She take 2-3 bites and she don't want no more. They come back. Oh, you finished eating? Take a tray. She never really got them. So
But you said to me that you think that she's in the bed now because they didn't exercise her and she just kind of. Did you tell me that?
Yeah. She's been in. She said, "You know how long I've been in this bed?" I said, "How long?" She said, 3 years. Because I've been trying to get her out. I said, "If you could have something to eat, what would you like?" And she said, "I want a sweet potato."
Really?
So I kept forgetting. I kept saying. She said, "Did you bring the potato?" I said, "Oh." I said, "But I bought you some strawberry shortcake." She said, "Okay, I like that, but I was."
But she wanted that sweet potato.
And the day I bought the potato, I woke up 2:00 in the morning. I said, "Oh, I gotta pick that potato," and I made that. So I'm gonna make it now before I forget. And I made it. She loved it. Really? She said all she wanted was butter and salt.
And her food was right behind that container with the potato in it.
Right. Yeah, because I took a picture of it.
Oh, okay.
Same.
And so I just, I love her. I had,
But this is what I say all of the time when I hear about people who really care and work in these medical professions, whether it's at dialysis, whether it's a social worker. Like, you really need to care about that kind of work and people to be in it. Because if you don't, then you don't really need to be in that field. It's the same thing with when I say when you call or you go down to Department of Family Children Services to get your food stamps. Like, don't nobody want to come in there with your attitude, because everybody that comes there isn't there just because they're lazy and they're trifling and they don't want to work and they just trying to get over. Some of those people resent being there. They don't want to be there. They don't want to hand out, but they need the help. And then they have to come in there and deal with an attitude from somebody who just hates being in there.
Like it's money coming out of
their pocket.
And it's one time I was in the hospital and I decided to go to therapy when I was discharged because I knew I had to go up and down the steps at home.
Just before we put the chair in the house.
So the lady that was in the room with me, after a week, well, my niece told me don't stay over a week because they're going to try to start charging you insurance. But it was just so depressing. And the lady that was in the room with me, she said, "Honey, I wish I could do what you're doing." Because I had called Craig because my daughter wouldn't come pick me up. My ex-husband wouldn't come. Gloria doesn't drive. And I called Gloria. I said, "Call Craig and tell him to send me an Uber up here to pick me up." And I packed my bag. She said, my daughter came to my apartment, cleaned it out. Next thing I know, I was a patient here. She said, "I want to get out of here so bad, but I don't know how to do it." She said, "I wish I could do what you're doing." And I just left. But, it's just sad how sometimes people's family just push them to the side, don't even try to spend time to see, if they're going to get better or if they're going to stay the same. And like Juliet said, sometimes it just takes somebody to give you some attention and you start
remember that.
Because, and that was my thing, even though it was really hard in the beginning. I just felt like.
What was he doing, Juliet?
Boo-hooing.
Who, me? Oh, you told him?
Told you what?
That I was crying.
But she acts like she can't remember nothing all of a sudden.
Because Gladys, you just putting our private conversations out there in the universe. Come on now.
What you told her I was crying?
What did I say?
No, she didn't say you were crying.
What'd she say?
She said you just calling and whining. I can't have time for myself.
Oh, yeah. So, like, when my mother first came down here, like,
He told me the same thing.
It was so hard. Because initially, when she came down, it was really just a visit.
That's what she told me.
That was what my mother said. That was what I said. I was like, "Oh, we'll just come on down here for, a couple months, just for a visit."
She said she was coming down to Atlanta to get her strength back.
Right. I'm going to come down, get my little strength back. And I was just like, okay. So I said, well, come on down. So when we did the Gay Like Me conversation back in D.C., Derek and I changed my my plans, and I went over to Baltimore, bought a plane ticket for my mother, and we came on back. And so I was thinking, okay, well, you know, she'll go back home probably, you know, January, February. We in almost May. So it was really hard in the beginning because I had to figure out the transportation. So until I figured out the transportation, I was getting up at 5 in the morning, going to dialysis. And it was just, it was a life change because like I couldn't, it was hard trying to balance like what I already had going on and then incorporate what she needed.
Yeah.
And then also some of the stuff that she wanted to do. Because you start to feel guilty because you know she can't just get up and go and do like stuff that she want to do, whether it's go to Walmart or go get her hair done. Like I have to make all of that stuff happen. And so it was just kind of hard in the beginning. It was frustrating. And yeah, so it was just like trying to figure it out. Are you crying?
No, I'm not.
Oh. So it was just hard trying to figure it all out and, you know, get stuff in place. But then when I got the transportation in place, that worked. Then when Elliot started coming by, that worked. You know what I mean? So it was just a process getting to that point. You know what I'm saying? There's still things that I'm adjusting to because I had started writing on something, but I haven't written on it in a while because I have to have a certain amount of, I don't know, I have to have like stillness and time to myself, and like my mind has to be clear for me to be able to write. Like there've been times that, like those of you that have been following me for a while, you know, I went down to Miami for 5 days when I was finishing Book of Jewels. Like I need time to do that. Need like an escape. And like it's hard to do that. Like I can't really do that now. So what I'm telling myself now is, well, obviously it's not time for you to be writing right now. It's not time for you to be working on a new project right now. So I've let that go. You know what I mean? Like, because sometimes you feel like, well, let me work on this, let me do this. But no, if it was meant for you to be working on that right now, you'd be doing it. The universe or God would make the space for you to be able to do it. So I've just accepted that I'm not supposed to be writing anything right now.
Well, I have to go to mobility to get evaluated to make sure I need it. And the social work gave me the name of some transportation programs. And but Elliot, he just don't want to hear about anything if it's not that ambulance company coming in to put me on that stretcher. He don't want to hear because some of them have to walk up to the top of the driveway. And I told him, I said, it's not a problem walking up there. It's when I come back from therapy. But I think once I have a relationship with the drivers, they'll probably bring me down to the door. But I just can't convince him that I can use a different type of transportation. And he's just set on this ambulance.
No, I really do want that other ambulance company because they were really good. It was a Black-owned company. They came, they were on time every morning. There were times that she wasn't even ready. They were sitting outside waiting for her because she's still asleep.
Oh, Miss Gladys.
Right.
No, but she had my phone number. She called.
And so she called me like, we're outside.
And she's still in.
She up under the cover.
I'm coming right now.
But they're really good. And they come to the door with a stretcher. So she gets on the stretcher and then they take her up the driveway. Like there is no walking. And then when she comes back, they bring her down the driveway and they let her out. You know what I mean? So like, I really like them.
And a lot of times they'll come inside with me on the stretcher.
Oh, that's good.
Right.
So I don't have to do any walking at all.
So just, you know, just trying to get all of that stuff out. So I know I've gotten your messages. I've gotten your emails. I know a lot of you are in that this same circumstance and you don't have help. And I know that it's hard, you know, and it's interesting because people around you will tell you how you're supposed to do it. They'll tell you how you're supposed to handle it. But going back to what you had said earlier, Juliet, like people have to show up the way they know how to show up. Like if you have 2 and 3 siblings or something, and you feel like it's all falling on you, and you may have a loved one that's in the hospital, and you have siblings that don't even go into the hospital to check on them, it's not always an indication that they don't care. Some people just can't bear looking at that. You know what I'm saying? Like some people just can't stand to see their loved one getting older, needing help, or having health issues. Like some people just can't, so they stay away from it. That's the way that they cope. It's just trying to avoid it. So it's not like they're always trying to leave you stranded and figuring it out on your own. Sometimes it's just It's just hard, you know. But on a lighter note, I'm grateful that y'all came down.
And she gonna show a picture of the puppies.
Oh God, Juliet trying to sell these.
Can you be positive about it?
Juliet is a dog breeder. She said to me before she came down here, like, well, we're gonna come down here, but I need help selling these puppies. She got these purebred huskies. Mm-hmm. She on the way to get her phone so she can show y'all the pictures. She's selling these huskies. Now huskies usually sell for about $1,500 to $1,700 a pop, but she's selling hers for what, $900? Yeah. And she will come meet you. I said, Juliet, all of my people, because Juliet lives between Virginia and Maryland, and she said, well, I'll meet them, or whatever. I said, but all of my people that are watching are not in Virginia or Maryland. I said, they could be in California, they could be in Canada. Well, I'll figure it out. We'll work it out. And
she took some puppies to Florida.
She flew to Florida to meet somebody who bought. She got Yorkies too, right?
Yep.
But yeah. Let me see. What's this? Your village is amazing, Craig. The reason why people pour into you is because you pour into everyone through your YouTube and Patreon. Thank you, P. Marcel.
These are what they look like right now. They're all husky puppies with blue eyes.
They have blue eyes. Now, how are they supposed to get in touch with you, Juliet? Can y'all see that? Now, how are they supposed to get in touch with you?
My email.
What's your
or
email?
My phone number.
It's up to you. Give me your phone number. Now, I'll be calling the plan on her phone number. Oh, her phone.
Email. Because they could take in my email, and then can you put it in the chat?
And then you can send them pictures.
Yeah, and then I can send you pictures over the phone. And so my email is JUL. Well, I'll wait till you can
JUL
IET
Juliet
.overly
at
gmail.com.
At gmail.com. They saying email. Juliet.overly at gmail.com.
Yes.
All right, so I just put her
No, overly LEA.
Oh Lord. Okay, ignore that first one. Juliet .overlea at gmail.com. That's right.
Yep, and I can send you some pictures through the email.
Okay, there it is. It's Juliet.overlea, OVERLEA at gmail.com. So it's the second one that I put in there. Yeah, there it is. There it is. That's her email address right there. But yeah, so thank you very much. And then thank you to those of you that sent something to Gloria overnight to her cash
Gloria
app.
send everybody hearts because I appreciate everybody and everything that they sent.
Yes. This the
love you guys.
This the father?
Yes, and the mother looks just like that. Everybody has blue eyes.
Oh, you getting you another cocktail?
All right, good night, everybody.
They said how much for the Yorkies?
$900.
$900 for the Yorkies too. Now y'all know anything
they're not due until May.
The Yorkies are gonna be born in May, but they don't. Yorkies are usually what, like $1,500?
Yeah.
She's selling hers for $900. She's trying to sell.
I'm not trying to be greedy and hoggy. I've always done things less than when it comes to money. That's why I don't have money like we do, baby.
All right, I'm turning in.
Okay, glad to have you.
All right, somebody calling you.
That's my sister.
All right, well, come on, Glow, slide on over.
Oh Lord, what's going
Come on, because you're gonna earn your keep down here.
What you mean?
You about to work. We got some work to do right here on this live. Now I'm gonna upload the Patreon for you guys from earlier. She about to get her another little cocktail. She about to get her another little cocktail. What you about to drink? I made us some Moscow mules earlier. They said good night. To my mother's. That smells good. What is that? It smells like straight sugar.
What? This?
This right here that Juliet just got poured. They said I'm still tearing up from watching Miss Gloria's surprise Miss Gladys.
Yeah, y'all, that's my baby.
I'm surprised she ate that shrimp.
Oh, Gloria? Why?
She said she don't care for shrimp.
You don't eat shrimp?
Not like that.
Oh, I didn't know that. What flavor is that? What is that, sangria? What is that?
Yeah, passion fruit.
That's why it smells like straight sugar. I'm gonna ask if the Yorkie's a teacup or not. She's on the phone with her mom. Remember, Juliet's mom had a stroke, so her sister just called.
I don't think they teacups.
You don't think they're teacup?
Mm-hmm.
Juliet, are they teacup Yorkies? They are teacup Yorkies. They're teacup Yorkies. I guess I need to put her email back up there, huh? Just in case you wanna but remember this is her email address right here.
They're not teacup, they're very small, like 5 pounds or 5 to 7 pounds.
Okay, and if they're not teacup, they're 5 to 7 pounds. But yeah, so that's her email address right there. So Gloria, you were saying that you were having such a good time here.
Yes, I am.
Why are you having such a good time?
Because I'm here with my favorite sister.
Oh, your favorite sister.
That's right. My favorite.
Now, what if your other sisters are watching?
I love all of my sisters. But
clean it up.
That is my favorite sister, okay? And my nephew. That's my baby right here.
Am I the favorite?
What? You run neck to neck.
Whoa!
With Tyreek. That's my baby too.
Well, he great nephew.
I know, but he's still my baby.
Well, yeah,
but you mean of the nephews?
Of the nephews.
You run neck to neck with.
I shouldn't run neck to neck with no damn body.
Well,
who I run neck to neck with?
Chopper. That's my baby.
You don't even talk to him.
Yes, I do.
How often you talk to him?
Anytime I feel like it. Hey, Auntie.
That's you calling his phone?
Mm-hmm. He calls me too with text.
You ever spent the night at his house?
No.
Somebody said, I just love the way Aunt Gloria says, okay.
Okay.
So we neck and neck?
Yeah.
Terry Walton said, Craig, can we go live? I have a couple questions.
For who?
I guess for us.
Probably for Juliet.
She talking about for who? Hold on,
Might be about the dogs.
Let me get this link and drop down here in these comments. I'm gonna drop the link down in the comments if you guys want to jump in and ask a question. I just put the link down in the.
Okay.
Craig, I love the relationship you have with Miss Gloria.
That's Aunt Gloria, baby.
Oh,
you ain't her aunt.
Oh, I'm your.
You're edible cake? Because I mean, you get a little.
No.
They said she's so sassy. But I just dropped the link down in there if you guys have a question. Juliet is killing this coleslaw that Chef Jack made yesterday. Chef Jack bought the day before me, Elliot, and Jack went to the grocery store, that was on Patreon. And we bought a whole cabbage. And when I say Jack came in here and diced that cabbage up and made this coleslaw.
With the vegan mayonnaise.
With vegan mayo.
And it's good. Gloria
was like, oh my God, Chef Jack. And then Juliet just emptied the container. So you said you were trying to keep this for yourself, but Juliet didn't wait and
oh, this was yours?
That's all right, go ahead.
What about in the white containers?
Ain't no more. That's it. I condensed it because
we condensed it.
Yeah, y'all had eaten it up. So yeah, I went on and they are loving your frames and your glasses. Really? They always talk about your frames. The last time you were on something, they said something about your frames.
Did they?
I think you had on the green ones or something. When you came for Carlton's party.
Yeah. So it's the place I get them from, would they like to know?
Oh, well, are they black owned?
No.
Oh, okay, well we're not promoting that. No, I'm just playing. Okay, where you get the frame? You got all of them from the same place, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the place?
And I have about 10 pairs.
Mm-hmm.
From
Here she go.
Vogue You Me. Vogue You Me. VOOGUME. Vogue You Me.
Okay. You about to look it up?
I sent it to Juliet. And then Zulu. ZOOLOL. I think they're the same company because they have the same glasses.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that, Juliet.
Okay, you're not.
No, I'm not. What you looking for?
Mind your business. This is my phone.
Somebody said, yeah, I've heard of them.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look into it because those frames are too cute. But you got a bunch of them because like the last time you had some red ones.
I have a lot of, yeah.
You had some green ones. I want to say you had some yellow ones.
And you can get it, like if you have prescriptions, you get the prescription from your doctor and make sure you have your PD. What's
PD?
I think it's when they put the little ruler in front of the glasses and they measure your pupils or your eyes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have those. So I don't know what it does, but you have to have those.
So how'd you first find out about them? There was an ad on Facebook, Facebook, Instagram. But the frames are inexpensive. They're like $15, $20.
Right, but when you pay for the prescriptions, like say you want, say I got the bifocal, I got the.
Oh, you got a bifocal?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
it's hidden.
Mm-hmm. And I
so
have.
You blind?
No, it could just be a little bit of a stigma. But and then I have the tint. And I have.
So when you add all of the ads.
But okay, the most I paid for glasses, and I got a lot of stuff on it, was like
pupillary distance. That's what PD stands for. See, that's why I say good day thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. My people smart.
Mm-hmm.
Pupillary distance.
Pupillary. I didn't know that.
Yeah, PD. Pupillary distance. I didn't know that either. They said it measures pupil to pupil. That's what that is.
Okay.
From one eye to the other. A little stigma that says that a little.
So how much did you pay with everything that you got?
I paid like 120. I paid 70.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't bad. Because the frame on here was $15. It was $23, but then it was marked down.
All the prescription and all the different things that you want in the glasses.
Right. It'll bring it to about $100.
That's still not bad.
That still ain't bad.
No.
And these glasses are just reading because I do a lot of computer work. So, but I want to get the blue glaze.
For the
computer.
Yeah, for the computer.
Oh, on the frames.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I know a lot of people have them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So what y'all gonna do tomorrow?
I don't know.
I kind of wanted to go to the flea market or some thrifty place.
You always come down here wanting to go to the flea market.
And haven't been yet.
Why are you looking over your shoulder? You imitating me? Or are you trying to see what I'm looking at?
I'm looking at what you're looking at.
I was looking at the audience.
Me too.
Like she always
comes. I gotta see what the audience is saying.
So look, I said, Juliet, so if you buy a lot of stuff, I just have to pay for it.
Right. You better hope they don't charge you for that bag on your way back flying back.
No, I'm ready for them.
Oh, you ready for them? Well, I mean, but the thing is, at least you've got to fly down here without paying for it. So even if you had to pay going back, you know what I'm saying?
I'm ready for it if I have to pay.
And then when we got off, it was a young lady. She was sitting across from us, and this guy was on there. You know how the people get up, and nobody is moving.
They just standing there waiting
with
for
their luggage.
Yeah.
And this one man, he was like right in between. She was over here, we was over here, so he was right there. I don't know what the hell they doing. I'm glad when they move. This is getting on my damn nerves. She said, why didn't you get another flight, first class, or have your own plane? You rude as I don't know what.
She wasn't with him?
No, she was not. Young black girl, right?
But that wasn't nobody
woman,
but you.
right? No, it wasn't me.
No, I'm just saying, that's how I used to talk to people.
Yeah. So anyway, you know how the people started coming up. She said, "Don't y'all need y'all bag?" And just stopped everything and reached up there and got that big bag of Juliet's. And I said, "I get my no, I got it." She said they can wait,
and she carried the bags out the door.
Yeah,
but you know, but that's just like when you be out back home, and what I don't know. I'm gonna see if you remember this story. You said the guy was like, miss. You said,
what?
The guy was asking you for something. He was asking you either for a cigarette or he was asking you for some money. He said,
Yeah.
And you
And I went, what? Mm-hmm.
or you said, my ass.
Yeah. Because they always, oh my God.
Oh my
It's
God.
like no end to them.
Right.
Excuse me, miss, you have an extra cigarette? They only put 20 in the pack.
I don't have any extras.
Extra would be 24, 25. No,
No, because if you had 24, 25, then you'd still be saying, I don't have no extra. They only put 24 in the pack.
And then you get cursed out when I said, they don't give me no extra cigarettes. They only gave me 20. 21 would be one extra.
My mother went and got in the bed, okay? She said, all right, good night.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody asked Craig, how long has your mom known Juliet?
Oh, go ahead.
And we've met.
You want to tell the story? How y'all met? You ain't got to listen. Ain't no pressure. You ain't got. Go ahead, and I'll fill it in.
Okay, so we around about in 1996 or 7, whatever year, how many years that was. So that's how long I've been knowing her. I worked at a crisis unit, and she called me. She called me at the crisis unit. I answered the phone, and she was asking for clients.
My mother had an assisted living business, and so it was like for patients that had dementia or whatever else they had going on. And so it was a separate house from the house that we lived in. And so she was trying to get clients. My mother had bought these houses. They were run down, and she renovated them and then had dementia patients living in them. And so she had called.
Looking for clients.
Right. And Juliet answered the phone.
Right. And that's how we met.
That's how they met. I think that was before 90. What you say? What year did you say?
That was in 96 or 97.
I think it was before
Juliet,
that.
why'd you drink? Your arm don't hit it.
Okay.
It was before that because I graduated Hampton in 98 and she got her first client when I was in high school. I went to high school from 90 to 94.
No, but she had another person that she was getting clients from before me. And they had all taken advantage of her. And everything.
So then
later on, her and I met.
And Juliet had houses like that too.
Right.
And I also used to work for Juliet.
Right. So that was how they met. See how simple that was, and all that breathing and sighing you did? Like it had to be a long story.
I know, that's why I got that from my mother. She does that.
Oh my God. But yeah, so that was how they met, and then they just became friends, and they've been friends ever since. My mother was younger then, you know, she
worked at University of Maryland Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
I think you were just going off to college. And she was helping with the other kids. With
my nephews.
Yes.
She was raising, my mother was raising my nephews.
Yes.
Ty and Terrell.
And so, and then her and I were doing the assisted living. I had my place, she had her place, and we would just talk and let each other know what programs was available. If a program came up, I told her about it. She would apply, get it. She was really, really smart on things.
Mm-hmm.
Because she had all the aids, you know, the subsidies that they provide for assisted living, which, you know, I call and say they got this, they got that. She would go get it.
Mm-hmm. And I really do think that I learned the core of my entrepreneurial stuff from watching my mother indirectly. Like it wasn't like she was like, okay, well, this is how you do this. I just think, and this is why I say to you guys all the time, you are your best example for your kids or the kids in your life, whether they're your kids, whether they're your nieces and nephews, like they are paying attention to the things that you say, and they're paying attention to the things that you don't say, and they're paying attention to the things that you do. And so like for me, like when I started my own business and started trying to get things going, there were so many times that I wanted to give up. But I think watching my mother go through, because like she had bought this dilapidated house, And, you know, they had to redo the plumbing and all of that kind of stuff. And back home in Baltimore, probably everywhere, it was a big deal. Like if people broke into abandoned houses, they would steal the copper pipes.
Mm-hmm.
So she would have all these setbacks. It was always something. As soon as you think you're getting up on your feet, something would knock you back down. And so I learned from watching through that, you know, watching that, because there were a lot of setbacks for me, you know. It was different, but it was the same kind of thing. And she would tell me, listen, you can't just give up. You got to keep going. One day it's just gonna pop and it's just gonna start working. You don't know when it's gonna happen, but if you really believe in whatever it is that you're doing, and
it will happen.
It will happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it will.
Yeah.
Because everything always starts with a thought.
Listen, I say all the time, and there's a quote in my book of quotes. It said, if God gives you the vision, I'm paraphrasing, but if God gives you the vision, that's your proof that it's possible. Because if it wasn't possible, you would never even imagine it.
Exactly.
That's how you know. So if you can see it, you can have it. You just have to see it first. So, but yeah.
Because if you see it,
you can have it. Yeah. You can be it. You can do it.
And you can believe it.
I meant to tweet something earlier, and I forgot what I was supposed to tweet. It was good, too. I was going to tweet.
When you were making your book of quotes with all the sayings, because I use that book in my therapy sometimes.
Really?
You know I do.
Yeah.
How did you think of those words of wisdom? I mean, because some of that stuff is profound. It's like,
well, you know, I do what I can, Juliet. No, I'm just playing. Go ahead. Yeah, well, excuse me. Okay, go ahead, Juliet. I'm sorry.
Y'all know how he is. Okay.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. You don't want to tell me no more?
Look at Juliet.
Juliet, you ain't subscribed to my YouTube channel. Let me correct that for you.
What?
You got YouTube? Let me see your YouTube. Go ahead. What were you saying? Well, I know the answer.
I said, how were you able to choose those words of wisdom? Because sometimes it was profound.
Oh, now she said sometimes it was profound.
I said, not sometimes, but certain things resonated more with me.
Yeah.
Like, it was profound. Like, oh, man.
Yeah. Well, that goes back to what I was saying at the beginning of the video. I have to have quiet. Like, I have to be in a zone to write. You know what I mean? And like, even when I'm not sitting down typing and writing something, like I have notes in my phone, like in my notes, my memos. Mm-hmm. Like I write down things when I think about it, and I just save it, and I might rewrite it and work on it some more, and you know what I mean. And then I pray over like the stuff that I write. Like I literally will sit down and pray when I'm sitting down actively to write something. Like I'll pray over it. Like every single book that I've written, I prayed over them every time I would sit down to write, and I would ask God to choose my words.
Oh, wow.
That's what I would say. I would like choose my words. And even now when I pray, like I'll say, God, choose my, choose my steps, choose my words, use my life, use my gift, you know, to reach, to teach, to heal. Like those are things that I consistently say. But yeah. Let me see your YouTube. You got YouTube on your phone? Mm-hmm. How you?
YouTube.
YouTube. Mm-hmm. Let me see. You may have to. Let me get her subscribed. And use this time, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, please. Oh, yeah, you got a whole channel. Let me get over here. Let me make sure you subscribe. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, please. Oh, you ain't subscribed either? Mm-mm. No, you subscribe now. It be your own people. They can't even hit the subscribe.
Because I'm right, I'm go on YouTube.
As many times as you say in the
video.
Subscribe, check, like, subscribe.
Right.
You already been on that, Juliet?
I just hit her subscribe button.
Like you just hit mine.
Sure did. What's that?
I'm sharing the video.
Oh, thank you.
Does that help you?
Yes.
I just shared it with 10 people.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Y'all a mess. Look at you looking down at the camera. I mean, looking at your phone. Right there. You don't feel your little thing yet?
Mm-mm.
It takes about 45 minutes to an hour. I think you about to be feeling it soon, though.
Okay.
Good thing we got you some snacks and stuff.
Why?
Because you're going to get the little munchies. Thank you to my girl. You know who you are. Thank you to my girl. What? My girl.
Sometimes I just
Who
don't
said she
really
is
know
high
what
as a
to
kite
talk about.
and don't know it?
Huh?
She is high as a kite and don't know it. Talking about me? They talking about me?
Sometimes, who is high as a kite and don't know it? Who are they talking about?
Must be you.
Ain't nobody high.
Wait a minute, who said that? Hey, whoever said it, put the name down who you think it is.
Sure.
Is she I mean, no, she need to say who is.
Which one she think is high?
Yeah.
But yeah, listen, so I think we're about to get off of here. I'm going to go ahead and upload this Patreon from earlier today. And
I really enjoyed this with everybody. It's very nice. I got to, the one time you had me on a long time ago, I got to talk about the things that I liked, that I'm interested in with my helping people. And
social work.
I appreciate this because a lot of people are going through so much now.
Right.
So,
I agree.
That's just like when Craig called me and he was, like kind of upset. And I knew exactly what he was going through, and I understood it because I knew he don't have kids. So this was all brand new to him. He never done this. And like I was telling Juliet, I was like, it's not hard for you and I because we didn't done this before. I said, but I understand what he's going through. Because like recently, I just took care of my youngest brother.
My last uncle that passed.
I'm 13 of 13 siblings.
Gloria is the youngest. So Gloria was number 13.
And
there's 5 of them left now.
4 of my brothers had already passed. I had one brother living. And one of his neighbors called my sister and was like, my brother had just came out of the hospital. He needs somebody to come and help him. I did not hesitate. It was hot. Gloria don't drive. I was catching the bus, the subway, and another bus. But I was there every day at 8:30 in the morning. I went to the store with him. I am not even going to talk about so many things that I've done.
Right. Because you look like you about to tear up.
Probably.
Oh, somebody said, Juliet, you girl, like I'm the one that's high. I know y'all was talking about something else. You girl, who is this? Who said this?
Sherry.
Blue 335 TX.
Who else?
Sherry said it the first time.
Okay. I remember that I remember.
Oh my God!
What?
Someone said, Craig, are you going to tell Juliet that she's high? What the hell?
What are you high off of, Juliet?
I ain't high for nothing.
Right. They messing with you.
High off of Jesus.
That's right.
Well, Jehovah.
For
Juliet is Jehovah's Witness.
And I ain't no way I'm doing any drugs.
Right.
But let me tell you about Juliet. So Juliet first came, and my mother first became friends. I was younger. And Juliet is Jehovah's Witness. But she was always at our house for Christmas and Thanksgiving. Girl, what Jehovah's Witness celebrate?
I knew you had to say something dumb.
Girl, what Jehovah's Witness
I knew you had to
celebrate Christmas and Thanksgiving? She said, oh, I'm not celebrating. I'm just here for dinner.
Somebody said their dad is a witness.
Oh, okay, well, come on in, Juliet.
Well, somebody else said Miss D. Bless her heart. Who is Miss D?
Thank you, Miss Tracy. That's right.
Mr. D. Mr. D.
Oh.
Thank you, baby.
That's just like my friend Rashard.
Okay.
He's Muslim, but he be pulled up to somebody's table for Thanksgiving. I'm like, Muslims don't celebrate Thanksgiving.
No, they don't.
He like, I'm just here for dinner. They asked me to come over for dinner, and I'm over for dinner. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, part-time.
Right. But
Juliet, did you attend the memorial tonight?
Juliet will be there for Easter brunch. Yep.
Right here.
I was supposed to be at the memorial tonight.
What memorial?
That's what we do. We celebrate the memorial, the death of Jesus Christ. Thank you.
Oh,
tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for Jehovah's Witness.
That's the memorial. Who wrote that? Let me give them.
That was right here.
NYC Trailblazer. Yes, NYC.
You were at the memorial tonight?
No, I wasn't.
I was gonna say, cause girl, we just came from Walmart.
I wasn't at the memorial tonight, but
unless the memorial was at Walmart.
But I will see it tonight. I will see it tonight.
What is it on TV?
If we have a JW broadcast where we're on we have our own network and they post different things all about.
Somebody said, yeah, I went at 7:30 in Colorado.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you, Elisa. Elisa said, Craig, I just purchased 2 of your audiobooks for my Kindle. 1 Thing for Certain, 2 Things for Sure, and Words Never Spoken. Start with Words Never Spoken. That's the first one. Then it goes into 1 Thing for Certain, 2 Things for Sure.
Yes,
to add to my Black author collection. I can't wait to listen to them. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Ooh, I'm thirsty.
You thirsty?
No, Jenny, I'm not part-time. Jenny says she's part-time.
It's the way Juliet look around like you, Craig. Adrian, thank you very much for my stuff. Gloria and I loaded it down in the basement today. I appreciate it. I really, really do.
Y'all see how I helped this one right here?
You ain't got to touch me to talk.
What I did.
You touch.
It's my house.
And that stuff was heavy, okay?
You
but
touch.
We put it up on that. What?
You got a beautiful
Oh, she's
house.
a new follower. Thank you.
Yeah, I really like this house. It's really nice.
Thank you.
And you know, it's another blogger down here, Nay Rob. You know Nay Rob? She reads books. Your house.
She reads on the live?
Yeah, she reads like Motown books and soul books and that. And this whole thing looks like her.
Oh, really?
She might live next door or something. This whole thing looks like the door and the 2 windows look like her house. Except for she got steps on the right, on the left side.
Really? I never heard of her.
Nay Rob. I like her. She's down here in Georgia.
Yeah. Okay. Come on, Georgia.
Wheelbarrow.
That's the question. When is Dan going to get this together?
Somebody please tag Nay Rob and tell her that I gave her a shout out.
She looking all over her shoulder. Look at her. Look at her.
At the audience.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey,
I love your books, your readings, Nay Rob.
Are you done talking to Nay Rob?
I hope she hears me. Maybe she'll give me a shout out.
Maybe she'll help you sell your puppies.
No, you will, baby.
Nay Rob, when she did that book
Nay Rob ain't got it
on
like
Aretha
you.
Franklin. Somebody else know.
What happened?
They loved her when she did the book on Aretha Franklin.
Oh, somebody.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, Craig and family. Hey. Love y'all.
Somebody else said I watched Nay Rob too. Miss New, right?
Yes, I love her. She's from DC and she's very proud of it.
Okay.
She's very proud of it.
Rob,
that's right. Watch Nay Rob. Nay Rob.
Where's she at? That says Nairobi.
No,
N-A-Y-R-O-B.
N-A-Y, yeah.
N-A-Y?
R-O-B.
And separate the Nay Rob.
Oh, right here.
That's her.
That's her.
Show them her picture.
Oh, we ain't promoting her.
She's so sweet. She's a sweetheart.
She got 66,000 subscribers. Why I ain't got 66,000 subscribers?
I said she wasn't a Craig.
Oh, but yeah, but she ain't got the views that I got though.
Don't be like that.
I'm not being like that. I'm just saying she got more subscribers though.
But she's good. She's good.
And she's from DC?
Yeah, she's from DC, but she's down here. Look at the back of her house, how it looks like yours. You got the ad.
The ad is coming up.
Oh, I guess.
This
Don't
does not
be
look like the
jealous,
back of my
Craig.
house.
No, wait a minute, let me see.
Right there?
She put that door. If that curtain wasn't in front of that door, she has 2 windows.
Does that look like my house?
No, I guess it don't.
No.
I'm sorry.
But she got stairs in the house. You don't have.
But she had a door like yours. I'm telling you, she did.
Oh.
And
The house doesn't look the same.
okay.
Gloria talking about tap up.
All right. I'm sorry. Your house is different from
Yeah.
me, Rob.
Hit the like button.
But I still like my girl.
409 people in here.
Right, Michelle. I mean, not Michelle. Marie. I got the people viewing because like she got more subscribers, but I got more viewers.
Collaborate with her, Rob, and get some more subscribers.
Oh.
Adrian, I guess it don't. I guess it don't. No, it doesn't.
What? Oh, it doesn't. I guess
When you
it
said I guess
doesn't.
No, he was laughing because you were like, you realized, well, I guess her place doesn't look.
I know, but I should have said doesn't. I said don't.
I don't think he was coming for your grandma.
I know, but you will.
Mm-hmm.
You will. You'll come for the grammar and everything, the pronunciation, everything. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, listen, you guys have an amazing night. You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Have an amazing night. You guys brush your teeth, floss your teeth, brush your tongue. Be grateful for something, at least one thing.
Excuse me.
You need to tap her.
Love her. Okay?
What are you whispering about me about?
No, I'm not. I was telling him to tap you. I was trying to get your attention.
For what?
Let you know I love you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I love you too.
All right.
Y'all finished?
Yeah, let's talk about some serious stuff.
Oh, what you want to talk about cereal?
No, you was getting ready to say.
Oh, I was gonna say good night.
I know, but I like the words that you use.
Oh, yeah. So I was just saying, be grateful for something. Start with the small stuff.
Yes.
You guys know I believe that once you are grateful for the small stuff, then God and the universe can trust you with more. Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen. Listen, you guys have an amazing night. I will talk to you soon. Thank you for supporting me, watching the videos, liking and subscribing to the channel. I think I said thank you to everybody that sent the cash app. Thank you, Kawadas. Thank you, D.
And thank you, everybody, for sending the cash.
That just sent the cash app since we've been on here.
Aunt Lawyer and Juliet.
They ain't sent me nothing. They don't know my cash app.
Oh, sorry about that.
What was it?
Her cash app.
You said sorry about that?
Yeah.
Have an amazing night. Bye, y'all.
I thought you was going to tell them her cash app.
No,
She's trying to sell puppies. See y'all later. Bye, y'all.